Me to go to the
No, you cool. Salute everybody. Welcome to Miss Parker. Miss Parker. What was you saying, sister? I'm sorry.
No, I was saying, did you want me to go to the comments or stay up here for now?
No, stay up here. You cool. You cool. I just decided to go live, you guys. I missed the I kind of switched my jealousy is a terrible disease till tomorrow. And also I'm gonna be speaking on Ayanna Sawyer, by way of Lalizi and things like that. So salute to Lalizi for suggesting that since other people are speaking on the Naziah Harris case. So I kind of took me a nap and Shank Rock definitely took over the TV and going live. So yeah. But anyway, happy Monday again. I hope everybody had a blessed day. Those that's off, I hope you got you some rest. And the inauguration, hey Jamie sis. The inauguration, Callie, I was watching Shank's live and salute to Shank Rock. He had got up to like 1.3K in his chat. I don't like doing the vertical live, but he definitely you definitely get numbers, but it attracts too many weirdos. And with Trump, passing off that freedom of speech, I was ready to cuss a bitch out. You hear me? Cuss a bitch out. So yeah, hey Top Flight, hey Sis Marie, hey y'all, salute, welcome, welcome, welcome. But I said let me get up and finish this Taylor port off, and I got me a Grand Gala shot, so I'm on BSOP. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I'm off work. Ooh, ay, right there. But yeah, how did y'all feel for those that was over there? Because Callie didn't get to see it. She was cooking in the kitchen and stuff like that. And also a PSA for those that was in the live earlier. I had told Vino Entertainment, which I donated some things to her that hopefully can help her in feeding some people. And I'm just throwing it out there that I suggested to her and Miss Callie to request some donations to get them where they need to be and stuff like that in their journey and stuff like that. So Callie is going to set up a wish list and things like that. So if we want to help them purchase some things to help them in their journey to be great and stuff like that. So Purpose just said if you can donate beans, rice, boxes of cornbread. She's cooking everything. She's really preparing everything, bottled waters and Gatorades and stuff like that. She will, you know what I'm saying? She's like, you can purchase it yourself and she'll pick it up. You know what I'm saying? So the only thing she's doing is just picking up the products and she's not using it for herself because nobody's eating that much beans and rice. And Miss Callie's Kitchen, her journey this year is starting her first food truck. And first off, she has to start somewhere, which is in her kitchen. So I made a suggestion that, hey, Callie, you should, start a wish list. I don't think nothing's wrong with anybody starting a wish list or whatever to get them started. And I want to help her with some items. She didn't suggest that I definitely did. So I just want to put that out there. Please don't forget to hit that like button as you come in, turn on your notification bell, and share this live. Also, free field to support the host by purchasing a super sticker, super chat, or just joining the Switching Lanes membership, or you can donate to the Cash App, however you like. And also, I have a goal set. If y'all see the goal in the chat, the goal is $5. It's something that YouTube is helping to help the content creators earn money on their channels and to keep us going in our journey as well, to keep up the process on our channel. So it's an incentive. So if I can get everybody to help me reach my goal, I only have five, and it's for $5 or higher. But whatever you would like to donate is always good. Even if it's $1, it's good. She said, Jamie, we're back. My sis Top Flight, my sis Marie, my sis Jamie. I seen cousin Pee Wee come up in the building. She said, I'm drinking Slam Z's. I ain't never heard of that. She said it was good today. Both lives was awesome. What's good, Pee Wee? Hey, Nish by nature. Salute, salute, salute. Hey, Vibrant, my love. She also said, come say a prayer. Yeah. And let's not forget that she said, in the area that she's in, if you would like to come and say a prayer, anything is better than nothing. She said, especially men's clothes. So if you have some men's clothes, if you want to donate, that would be awesome. Vibrant, my love. Thank you for coming through as always. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Just smash on that like button for me, okay? But how did y'all feel about the inauguration? I'm gonna drop the link one more time in case Callie got dropped herself out. This is my thoughts on the inauguration. Hey Sunkiss, hey love, thank you for being number 7 on my likes. Thank you. It's 14 watching. Can I get the other 7 to hit the like button, please? This is my thoughts on the inauguration and stuff like that, because Shank Rock was filming it, you know. So of course I was there with the Rock Squad, and Shank Rock was going through his Reverend Al Shank Rock Sharptons, and he was super excited. Was I excited? Yeah, for some things, but thank you, Nish. Thank you so much for starting it off. I appreciate you so much, Nish. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's 1 down on my go. I got 4 more to go. So just feel free to. If not, it's okay. But anyway, Shank Rock was over there preaching. He was super happy about it and things like that. But I want to get to the real of it. And I wanna be honest on my opinion. Because it's okay to have an opinion, a difference of opinions with these kind of things. And I want people to understand that. You know what I'm saying? It's okay for people to have a difference of opinions when it comes to Donald Trump getting into the office. I'm not going to go too far down the rabbit hole, but I definitely want to speak on it. So, is he prejudiced? They all are. They're all corrupt. They're all corrupt. They're all corrupt. Nobody has made America great. It just sounds good. If I'm trying to win America's Next Top Model, I'm going to do everything I can do to look good. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to put on my best catwalk. I'm going to give the best speech ever, and I'm just going to do whatever I need to do to win. And that's what happened. And I just want people to quit influencing the people that what he's doing is everything is great, because it's really not. Do I agree with some things? Yeah. Do I want change? Yeah. Thank you so much, Pee Wee. I appreciate you so much. I got 3 more to go, you guys. On my go, it's a go of 5. And we have to say, hey, Nika. Nika, I got your message. I hope you got mine, love. Hey, London. Hey, love. I appreciate you guys so much for coming through. Just hit that like button for me. But yeah, as we're going on, you know what I'm saying? I see the crowd is so conflicted over there. You got some people saying he's racist. You got somebody that called Shank Uncle Ruckus. Yeah, Shank was Uncle Ruckus and things like that. People was, looking at the hats, which, Melania's hat was beautiful and things like that. But I think in some cases that we are kind of pushed to go along to get along, just based on where we're at in the setting that we're in at the time. And I just want everybody's opinion. Do y'all feel like Trump being in the office is ready to make America great again? Do y'all think he's ready to mess up America for the next 4 years? Is he here for the rich? Is he here for the middle class? Because you hear the rich and middle class, but it's 3 classes. It's upper class, middle class, and lower class. And nobody has spoke on the lower class. And to me, I don't fit into the he said not Uncle Ruckus. Yeah, I mean, Pee Wee, Reverend Al Shank Rock Sharpton was over there preaching. Boy, he was just a preaching for Donald Trump. I thought he was vice president. I got confused for a second. I thought I was at the actual inauguration rally. The way Shank Rock was over there preaching and giving it up, okay? It was almost scary. You know what I'm saying? Minus the orange face. Everything else Shank was doing tonight, he was Trump. He was definitely a Trump, and he had some Trumpettes. I got some Trumpettes in the chat, and it's okay. It's okay. But it was funny to me just looking at the comments, because I was really just more there to really see everybody's views on it and stuff like that. And one thing I don't do, I don't take away people's thoughts and opinions on anything. You know what I'm saying? And I don't get mad if your opinion doesn't match mine. And I can see that a lot too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm over it. I was just over it in a sense like, wow, y'all talking about getting him in the office, and then y'all talking about he's just another distraction. LOL. Yes. He is not her for us, the melanated. Nika, yes. I'm listening to Sparkly Girl. I'm over the stove. Okay. He is. Yeah. Top Flight, you was there. How did you feel? I want some of y'all opinions. Jamie, Top Flight, how did y'all feel about being over there at the Reverend Al Sharpton? The Reverend Al Shankrock Sharpton's chat. You know what I'm saying? Shankrock had his pom-poms on, and he was getting it. Hey, Shankrock, salute. Here, we got the man of the hour in the building. And Shank was just a churn, you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I thought I was actually at the rally, being in his chat and stuff like that. Nika, no, you're free to, we're just having conversation. You're free to speak up and say whatever you like. Look at Top Flight. Top Flight, like, yeah, I'm over here now. Yeah. I was for neither. I'm gonna tell y'all why, because again, everybody's fake to me. All politicians are fake to me. We've seen that over and over. Hey, Marty. Hey, love. We've seen this over and over and over. And I hate when people overdo it for a politician, if I must say. So I had to go live. I was like, I can't wait to go live and speak on this. And when I say that, I only say that because, okay, I heard about Project 25. Can I lie and say I went through the documents and read it? I'd be telling a lie. I'm no better than the person that y'all just voted into the office. So I'm not great to say I looked into the Project 25. I'm not going to say I've heard everything that Trump said he was going to do and stuff like that. But what I did hear him say something about cutting housing and cutting food stamps and stuff like that. So something to think about is, first off, my opinion on that is, and Jamie, you can speak on it. You can speak on it. Top Flight's laughing. So I think Top Flight just might have been over there in Reverend Al Shankrock Sharpton's chat a little high. And I appreciate that. Hey, Short Stack, my love. Jamie said, it was a lot of good stuff. Only time will tell, but I'm here for it. And I get that. I respect that and stuff. But cutting housing, for one, what's the solution on cutting the houses? Is it going to be programs where people that's on housing can come in and to get the understanding of living without the assistance and fixing their credit and things like that, so they can take care of their families and won't struggle where they've been so used to the assistance. Cutting food stamps. We do got to look at the tax. It does come out of taxpayers' money, so it comes out of hard-working American citizens' money for people to get food stamps. So will it be a program to kind of break it down into where single mothers and single fathers can get on their feet and establish living without the government assistance and stuff? Just coming in and automatically cutting things without knowing the effects that it's going to do on the American people is kind of selfish. I respect it, but it's selfish, and I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Again, I just was listening to a lot, and it wasn't making sense about a whole lot of things that want to be changed. He wants to change the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, and that's a power reach. And once I start seeing a power reach, it turns my stomach. It's like I'm in charge, and this is what it is. And so that's what I don't like, is a power reach. You coming in really ready to make a change within communities all as a whole. Better food in the schools. You know what I'm saying? Better education. The groceries was good. I'll take that. The groceries, cutting down on groceries was really good. I do want to point that out. That was something good because food is really high. Top Flight said, I was listening and everything Trump said. I do believe he will do what he said. The smile said a lot every time he signed the documents. Which document caught you the most? Top Flight, Jamie. For those that was over there with Shankrock, which one caught you the most. Hey, Bless Holly, hey. And look at that thumbnail. I said, what in the wall is about to happen? Hashtag inauguration. And my thumbnail says it all. You know what I'm saying? When you go look at the It movie and you have him in the underneath the ground looking at the kids that walk by. Hey, kid, you want to build a wall? And yeah, so it to me, Callie, I'm looking at the band, the black band, because Positive Vibes is like, why he don't got a black band? Boom, the black band comes out. I'm thinking the black band's about to really give it up, you know what I'm saying, and do that big one. And their faces, Callie, was priceless. They look most of them, and 90% of the band look like, I don't want to be here. I'm forced to be here. My opinion. Shank Rock said, and Trump is the man. She said, I just feel my opinion. Those who had a problem with anything was those talking about sending back in documents where all federal officials had to step back in the office. Girl, Jamie stuck on saving on groceries. She stuck on bacon. Anything, Jamie, anything else? Hey, Beezy, salute. And you guys, I do have a goal in the chat of 4. I got 4. No, I got 3 left. It was only 5. And it's just $5 or higher to get me past my goal that YouTube has set out to help our channels grow and help us get paid and stuff like that. So if you don't mind contributing to that, that would be great. Marty said, I didn't know this demonstration was about Trump, so you know I'm not going to entertain him. I'm just saying, girl, it's not, girl. It's not. I put that thumbnail up. I just spoke on it for a brief second, Marty, just because we had just came from Shank's chat and he watched the inauguration and stuff like that. So I seen some people come over here and things like that. So yeah, I just wanted to speak on it and touch on it for a minute. I do want to talk about these. I definitely want to speak on a little bit on the Naziah Harris case and me talking about Ayanna Sawyer case and stuff like that. I was me and Callie been doing so many recipes and doing all this regular life conversation. I didn't get the chat about it too much. Shank said, let's give it up for Donald Trump. Hungry Jamie, I'm making seafood boil as we listen. Yeah, that shrimp is high, baby. Okay, so salute to you making the seafood boil, girl. Salute to you. I asked Callie how to make it the other day because I ain't never did it. You know what I'm saying? Look, Shank trying to run stuff in my chat. Shank, that's over there in your house. We in my house. I told Top Flight she can act however over here. You know what I'm saying? Harris is in my city. It's a mess. Wow. Why, Marty? What's going on? See, Shank wants y'all to pick sides. I don't want y'all to pick sides. He wants y'all to pick the angel side and stuff. Go with me. Stay sweet and all of that shit. Trump said he signed the freedom of speech. Fuck all that. YouTube. I said it. I said what I said. Fuck all that. We're not picking no sides. We don't want to be good. We don't want to be good. We want to say what we say, mean what we say, and said what the fuck we said. I said it. Now, YouTube, y'all can cut all that. Oh, she said a cuss word shit out. Nah, president, you know, y'all going along. Y'all saying, oh, Trump's the shit. Trump's the man. He said we could say what we want to say when we want to say it. When we want to say it. If I say fuck all y'all, it's what it is, YouTube. Okay? If I want to say I was high as a motherfucking kite, I can say motherfucking kite. Okay? Shit. Callie, did you know he signed the freedom of speech? Callie. She must be on mute. They bound him over for trial, but too many people failed her. He said we can cuss. He said freedom of speech. I don't feel fucking good today. I just threw this shit on and I hit the live button just to see what the hell everybody was up to. Shit. Freedom of speech is freedom of speech. Hey, honey, thank you for coming through, love. Miss Parker, such language. Once that paper got signed, it's what it was. I'm going to make up cuss words tonight Soon as I log off, I'm coming up with new cuss words for my channel. All my moderators are free to cuss. Just be respectful when you cuss. Like, bitch, you didn't spell my name right, bitch, or something like that. You know, if somebody miss an O or something or a T, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's okay. You don't mean it disrespectful. The bitch just spelled your name wrong. You know what I'm saying? You know, so yeah, that kind of stuff. That's just where we're gonna go with it, okay? Pee Wee, stop laughing at me. Marty, get your girl, Miss Parker. What? Ain't that what y'all was saying? Let's go, Trump. Let's go. So, you know, hey, he said first thing he wanted to do, shank my sis. Got her shots. Drink up, sis. I am. Marty, yes. This is our house. Look at China. I love it. I fucking love you, Miss Parker. China, I love the fuck out of you. I'm gonna need you to come up here and call somebody a whore in a minute. And how China says whore in China, Trump said you can call anybody anything you want to call them. It's a freedom of speech. You know what I'm saying? Say whatever, sis. Get it off your chest. We got 4 years to say what we want. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to Walmart, and don't let the bitch ring up too much at one time. Bitch, I think you rung that up a couple of motherfucking times. Check that shit. Yeah. What y'all think? Hey, DJ, salute. And this is the first time I'm really cussing like this because it feels so good to have a freedom of using just saying what I want to say. I'm saying it with my chest. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be respectful about it. Bitch, you rung that up too many times. Yeah. Check that shit. And that's what it's going to be.
Stop that cussing.
Pickles. You know what I'm saying? Trump said freedom of speech, Callie. You know what I'm saying? So even at McDonald's, y'all know they always fucking up in the order. I'm getting all my cuss words out there, Callie. Yeah, bitch, I said no pickles. God damn. Stupid ass whore. You know, shit like that. Yeah. I feel good. Thank you, Beezy. Thank you, Beezy. I appreciate you so much. She said, look what she said. Let's go, Trump. I mean, sis. Yeah, it feels so good to have a freedom of speech, you guys. There's so much I want to say about a lot of motherfuckers on here. It's like, or just in life, I want to say a fucking lie. I do. Some not so nice things. What the hell he want? Shit. Hey, Shane.
Don't hate shank me. Callie.
What up, Doug?
What's up, Doug? Get your girl. Get your girl. You know this ain't even you, Miss Parker.
Today it is. Once I seen, you know, you was over there preaching and let's go, Trump, and yeah, Trump, yeah. And I say, look at Reverend Al Shank-Rock.
You called me Reverend Ike.
I said Al.
Yeah, you caught me Reverend something, and y'all was getting me in the chat. I think Pee Wee was getting me, called me Uncle Ruckus. I seen y'all getting on me.
It was another subscriber that we never seen, and she called you Uncle Ruckus, and I agreed. And I told her to speak her mind and say what's on her chest. And she said it before he signed that document of freedom of speech. But at the same time, hey Juanita, but at the same time, hey sis, hey Shani, hey love. But you
stick
want me
to the commentary and stop saluting everybody. Hey Juanita, hey love.
Shut the hell up.
Stick to the commentary.
We get tired of this this shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? We came to turn up freedom of speech. Shank-Rock and his bald head ass is always preaching about some shit just don't matter. And I get to say that to you, Shank-Rock.
I know you. I
love you, I do. But take your black ass on.
I know you ain't roasting me with your hard ass to pronounce words. Der. What the hell is der? It's there. Der. What's der, Callie?
You to do.
Der.
What's that? Yes.
Like what the hell?
Stop that.
Marie gonna come in and say, my beautiful sister, Miss Parker, Marie, I spoke to your ass earlier. Nah, I love you, Marie. Hey, love.
And I thought
that's how I'm gonna start doing, everybody. I spoke to your ass earlier.
I thought we pronounce words crazy. Der. First time I talked to Miss Parker Callie, she was like, "Durr." I said, "Durr? The hell is a durr?
I like the
Are
way
you trying to say deer?
I like the way she say car.
You don't like the way she say car. You just
Yeah,
going
Callie say
along
that
with her.
every time. Callie say, "Where you going?" I say, "Get in the car."
You don't like the way she say that. You just going along with it,
So,
Callie.
come on.
Car.
For everybody that just came in, Shank Rock, with you being up here, do you agree that we can pull up into McDonald's since you're so Team Trump, and I can cuss the bitch out for putting pickles on my sandwich after I said no pickles?
That's not what he meant,
Oh.
Miss Parker.
Uh,
You taking things and running with it.
Well, what's a freedom of speech?
Come on now. Freedom of speech meaning you are able to speak your mind. Now, we know profanity is not a part of, you speaking your mind. If you got to use profanity, to speak your mind, then you need to work on your vocabulary. See, this is what I'm talking about as far as people taking what he say and twisting the narrative and running wild with it because they in their feelings.
okay.
Aren't you the same one that told somebody when you was doing a Trump demonstration to take their black ass home?
Lord have mercy. That's because they was trying to troll me.
Well, maybe you should work on your vocabulary, Shank Rock.
Finish your commentary, because I'm
I'm glad you up here, Shank Rock. Really quick. Now, getting back to it, we got Shank Rock's black ass up here. I just want to really get
and we got Miss Parker's funky ass up here. Now continue.
He went that hurt. But anyway, getting to some real commentary, you know what I'm saying? No, Miss Marie, don't worry about me, sis. It was all funny game. But I'm thinking that they said they found Naziah Harris's body and stuff, and I know you kind of touched on that, and I just want to go live a little bit, kick it with Callie a little bit, drink and stuff like that. But I did want to touch on that because I'm going to be talking about Ayanna Sawyer tomorrow. So I did want to get on a serious note and say, how do you feel about everything that's displayed with the justice system letting this young lady down, not just her family, but the justice system? Because I had hit Sue-Ann up and I had told Sue-Ann about what I wanted to do. So she sent me some information about where to start. Because I was like, the missing person definitely needs to be immediately effective. Immediately, not 24 hours. Top Flight has said something about 72 hours in California, and to me, that's just too long. And I just wanted to know your feel on the case and how everything you've been seeing that's on YouTube being displayed.
I think it's a good idea to work on, getting that done. And unfortunately, we live in a country that's, when it comes to justice, and if we look at the statue, you have a statue of a lady and she's blinded. And that pretty much is a symbolic of telling you just how justice works in this country. And just looking at the Shanquella Robinson case and other cases that we see when it comes to justice, it seems like we always have to fight. And not only do we have to fight extra hard. Mm-hmm. In my opinion, that really it can bring us together as a whole, as it should be, because instead of us out here fighting each other, we should be fighting with each other for the justice of these victims and their families. So it just means more work is cut out for us, because as I always say on my demonstrations, today we fighting for this family. Tomorrow we might be fighting for you and yours. So I just think what you got going on is good. I believe Perk and just me, TT, is on that as well. And I just want to just say, keep fighting, Miss Parker. I know Miss Callie is joining in on the fight as well. We got to fight. We got to fight. And it's little things like that, believe it or not, makes a difference.
Yeah.
It's strength in numbers.
It is. It is. And do we have any updates or anything that you're going to be doing on the Shanquilla Robinson case coming soon and things like that? Because I know we're excited for that trial. And I was telling people if they're in the Detroit area, and you're trying to start a YouTube channel, or that y'all see that content creators are touching on this Naziah Harris story, put in the footwork, go to the courthouse. You know what I'm saying? Hold up signs. We want justice, and we don't just want justice for Naziah. We want justice for everyone, and also we want everyone to start being held accountable that played a part in the demise of these people.
It's sad because these are kids. These are young people. These are babies. You know what I mean? So it's it's an eye opener, and it just makes us, as I say, in 2025, we got to do better. Mm-hmm. We all got to do better. It's our duty to do better. Because no matter who the president, look at through all the presidents, we still have been facing the same problems. Same problems that when I played that joint with Jimmy Carter, President Jimmy Carter, and that was a speech from 1980 that I played. And he said pretty much the same thing in 1980 is the same things that we're still going through today. So my opinion on it, my perspective on it, no matter who becomes the president cannot fix all of our problems. The president can only run this country. And we've learned that the United States of America is a business. It's an LLC. It's a corporation. So you can't expect a president to fix morally problems, your morals, your values, your principles. You can't expect a president to fix spiritual problems that we all face. And that's what we focus on, because it's easy for us to focus on what the president is not doing. It's more easier to focus on the president than focusing on ourselves. That's the hardest thing. I heard Pee Wee say this early today. Pee Wee said the hardest fight is fighting yourself. The hardest fight for any of us is the fight within ourselves. Mm-hmm. So until we get right, I ain't say perfect, but until we get right, it don't make a difference who the president is.
Yeah. And so, Shank, since I got you and Callie up here, let me ask and this is for the chat as well. How did y'all feel about the TikTok ban? And then all of a sudden, no TikTok for a couple hours, and then boom, we was back on.
I'm gonna let Callie answer that. Go ahead, Callie.
I think Callie cooking. I think she's back and forth and stuff. How did y'all feel about the TikTok ban? Did y'all believe it? When it was said, a lot of people are coming up with a lot of different theories about it. I definitely didn't take it serious.
I believed it. I believed it. And it just, another thing, it goes to show you when it comes to Trump. He says what he means, and he means what he says. He's about action. I know the people, Shane, they set that up. No, how could they set it up? How could they? It was under Biden's watch. Biden said he's going to leave it for Trump to deal with. So why would Biden be in on it if it was to make Trump look good? If anything, Biden was going to deal with it to make himself look good. Everything is not a conspiracy. Everything is not a play. Everything is not a dope fiend move. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to the TikTok, you got to keep in mind, a lot of people were making a lot of money off of TikTok. A lot of platforms. I was on TikTok before I came to YouTube. I was doing my demonstrations on TikTok. A lot of people is eating off of TikTok. TikTok is a business. Trump got it temporarily restored. Now, after these 90 days, it won't be nothing he could do. If they don't do what they supposed to do and sell it to an American-based company, ain't nothing Trump can do. They got 90 days to come up with a resolution.
What's up, Pee Wee?
What's going on? Salute Shank. Salute everybody. Salute Kylie, Miss Parker, everybody in the chat. I was
Hello.
just thinking about that question you just asked, and I heard what you're saying, Shank. It might not be a conspiracy, and it might not been to set him up, but it sure is funny. I'm gonna try to look at it from like another angle because of what you just said, and you know a lot of things ain't a conspiracy, but you got to talk. We got to look at we talking about America here. We talking about, like you said, a business here. We talking about capital here. And then, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna say I dislike Trump, but I ain't a fan. Right? Look at, you know what I mean, we talking about control here. It's different aspects of it, and everybody got a right to their opinion. I dig that. But bro, like come on, how come we have a date to shut it down and now we got another date when he come back, when his inauguration day?
Let me
Come back. I'm talking
let me
about
just.
I'm just talking about saying, look at it. If it's not a conspiracy, what do it appears to be?
All right,
Exactly.
now let me just say this, Pee Wee. Let me just say this. You a Steelers fan, right?
Absolutely.
I'm a Ravens fan, right?
Absolutely.
Now, I know as much as I might want to say on the times when y'all beat us, I might want to try to, man, they cheated, man, woo 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 woo. But in reality, the Steelers didn't cheat. The Steelers just whipped our ass. Vice versa. When the Ravens win, it's a lot of things that you could come up with. Man, Shank, woo 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 woo. You can even talk about when y'all beat us in the past. But the reality of it is, we beat y'all. So with Trump, I get what everybody's saying, and I get what you're saying. It do sound fishy. You know what I mean? You've been in them situations when it's just too good to be true.
Right.
You know what I mean? Some things you be like, nah, yo, this is just too good to be true. Some situations, it's a play. Some situations, it is what it is. Slide back in, Pee Wee.
No, I was just looking at it because for so long, the threats that we have had over the last couple of months about TikTok being shut down, TikTok this, and then he come in and he jumped right in on it, right? But like I said, 9 out of 10, if it was too good to be true, 9 out of 10 it was, right? And for him to come in, for him to like look, Shane, this is what I'm saying. It's his inauguration, right? He get to come. It's his day, basically. He coming back to be the president again, right? And look at like I would look at the conspiracy or the setup. How many people? He didn't go to Facebook. He didn't go to Instagram. He went to the one that's popping the most. Let me threaten it, and then let me shut it down and then set it back up. Sound like business to me.
But he ain't have no.
Sound like business to me, Say.
Absolutely.
How you gonna listen? TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook still jumping, yo.
But see, it wasn't on his watch. It was on Biden. This been in effect. Remember them shutting.
It's been in effect. That's why he took advantage of the situation, Shane. He took advantage of the
oh,
situation. He said, all right, if it's been in effect, right? It's already been in effect. Bam. So, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let him shut it down. Then even if it was I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna negotiate and give him another 90 days. But we're gonna kick it back in on the day of my inauguration.
All right, now, okay. Let's say the culture vultures in our community. We know who the culture vultures are.
Mm-hmm.
Is it their fault if they take advantage of our ignorance. No. Let's go back to our real crook days. We gonna get it in. Is it our fault that those that we preyed on, is it our fault that they allowed us to prey on them?
No.
No.
No. But
I mean,
no, but
Shaq, let me ask you this while you up here, because you're so strong on, as a black man, and I went with you to the Trump rally because I had questions and I wanted some things answered. You know what I'm saying? And stuff. So as a black man in racist America, because it is a racist country, whether you want to say because Trump is in the office and you kept saying Trump is great, make America great again. Trump is gonna make America great again, but the same way you're pushing for Donald Trump, not one time today did you talk about Martin Luther King, anything that they said, anything that the black people have went through, the suffering that we're still going through, that we're still seeing in our communities, nothing about the lower class people that are being affected and are going to be hit even more. So why not talk about those things? Why just keep talking about I don't know the word for it, but it's like you're pushing the Trump agenda to be great when it is going to hurt lower class people. It is going to hurt black communities.
Because okay,
hold up. Before you answer that question, I want to, and I thank you, Ms. Park, for that, but I want to know, what does he mean, in your words, by make America great again? And tell me when America was great.
Okay, let me answer both. I gave a year, 1979. I forgot who it was. I can't remember what Rock Squad member was like. You know what, Shank? You right. I feel you. Okay. Now, when he speak about make America great again, he's speaking about the morals, the values, the principles. Compared to today, there were times that America was great compared to today. Okay. Now, for you, Miss Parker, Dr. Martin Luther King is no longer here. Okay. As a people, we are so focused on worship and following dead people. Look at all the people that black people follow and worship. You and I, as long as we are alive, nobody gonna listen to us. Nobody gonna give us our flowers. It's not until after we die that they're going to give us our flowers. Martin Luther King, what Martin Luther King done in his time, it served the purpose during his time. We are so far away from Martin Luther King's dream. We can't keep holding on to what our ancestors done. You have people today that believe more in the dead than they believe in those that are alive. Let's go to Jesus Christ. Now, according to the scriptures, Jesus Christ was sent to his own. Jesus Christ said what? I was sent to my own, but my own received me not. How is it that Jesus walked with his people, but his people received him not? They didn't start following and worshiping, believing in Jesus until Jesus was dead.
So hold on. Real quick, hold that thought. You said we're holding on to values of dead people. Jesus dead and gone. So we don't hold on to the values of that either, right? Correct?
So
It's a lot of people that we hold on,
Jesus,
that people still sound, and it's, I don't think, Saint, that's a good example, because we're not, we're talking about, you're talking about religion now. You're talking about something that's traditional. No, excuse me, bro. Let me finish. You're talking about
you
something
right,
that's
my bad.
traditional, something that's practiced, right? We're talking about somebody's belief system. So a lot of people's going to hold on to that. When you talking about morals and principles, we talking about morals and principles of today. Like I understand what you're saying that fit into the day. So I don't think that was a good comparison. For the simple fact is, all right, you talking about the religious. Like even with Martin Luther King, yeah, that was a good point. I love the point that you made with that. But if it wasn't for him, it wouldn't. If it wasn't somewhere, I think the we dropped the ball. I'm gonna say we as people drop the ball and start pushing away the kind of person that Martin Luther King was and the kind of people that Martin Luther King that will come after him. Can we say that? Because somewhere the ball
I
was dropped
agree.
because we had that leadership, that fearful person of or them fearful uh what is they call? What am I thinking the word? I can't think of the word. But we had that unity of a people, whether though somebody agree with them or not, but they still had that unity. We don't have that unity today. So I absolutely agree with you on that point of because well, listen, doing what Jesus did in BC wasn't gonna help my addiction when I'm doing how I'm living today. I gotta live in the day. So I get that point, but at some point, we gotta deal with the what's now. And I understand what you were saying about that, and I understand what Ms. Parker's saying. That set us up for the future. So what do we do from now on? That's why I was like, when he says that, and because I seen another video and it was with T.I. somebody, and they were saying at what point was America great? You know what I'm saying? At what point, yeah, the morals and principles part was there. And I was asking, and I had this conversation earlier today when I was in the intake with my coworkers. What happened to the village?
And read what Marty said, Pee Wee and Shank. She said the morals and standards of dead people are still valued.
Absolutely.
But
And
what
that's
I'm
why when Shank saying it, and that's why I said you being a predominant, well-loved black man on this app, and to me, I look at it like this. All politicians are the same. The presidents, everybody is the same to me. So it's not a big deal to push that Trump is president. He's going to make America great again. But at the same time, it's like when I see my black man that is powerful to me, never once even go to say, we only got 1 month, Black History Month. Will Shank
okay,
Rock touch on Black
The
History Month?
the
We
shortest
got
month of the
1
year,
day.
28
Why would you
days.
okay.
do that? And
Now,
you said
now,
nothing about this black man
now,
today and what
now,
he did
now,
set forward to help the black
now,
people.
now
Wait a minute, Shank, hold on. To help the black people out to a little bit of where we're free and doing and moving around a lot. That black man that died did help us how we are navigate a little bit through and better than what are we still enslaved? I feel like we are without the shackles, but again, I feel like why not give our black people just as much credit as you're giving Donald Trump?
okay, now let me slide in. Now, if you was in the demonstration, I started the demonstration off with Martin Luther King. I finished it off with Donald Trump because the demonstration was about them too. Now, if we focus in on Martin Luther King, it's two sides of Martin Luther King. One side of Martin Luther King, they exploited, and that was the I Have a Dream speech. The other side of Martin Luther King, the radical side, they never focus in on that. And it's not until years later, when you do your homework and your research, you see just how radical Martin Luther King was. Martin Luther King started to meet with other leaders, Malcolm X, Elijah Muhammad. It's a picture with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. It's a picture with Martin Luther King and Elijah Muhammad. Martin Luther King said that though I don't agree with everything Brother Malcolm says, but I do see a need for my organization and Malcolm's organization to work together. Malcolm X and Elijah Muhammad was about to iron out their differences. These are things that the people don't know. So what was that going to do? That was going to bring Elijah Muhammad, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King on the same page together. Now you have three powerful men with three powerful organizations that was going to eventually work together. Martin Luther King, most people know him by I Have a Dream speech, but most people don't know the other side of Martin Luther King, and that's not what we're being taught. It's a lot of things that we are not being taught.
So
Now,
how can you say that, Shank, when we seen Trump and we it's another side to Trump. It's not the make America great again Trump. It's another side to him as well. So how could you
okay.
you know what I'm saying? Why are you stuck on that's what I'm saying about the black people. We are harder on each other than we are on somebody that's different.
Let me say something. Now, me, you, Pee Wee, and Miss Callie, we all got a darker side to us, right? Some of us have moved on from that darker side. Some of us are still with some things from that darker side. However, it's more to the darker side than what people might see. Now, if we focus in on Donald Trump's dark side, then for surely we got to focus on Martin Luther King's dark side. Martin Luther King had a dark side. Martin Luther King had what you call it outside marital affairs on his wife, but that still don't take away from his legacy and what he built. What I'm saying is we cannot focus on the dark side of people. If we focus on the dark side of people, we all will be condemned. Even Jesus, when they
as a black man, why not stick to that today instead of influencing the people that Donald Trump is just 100% great man, and you was adamant about he is gonna make America great again. He is gonna do that. He's gonna make America great again. You get what I'm saying?
If we in the year 2025, if we think that it's only a black thing, if we think that the only people, our heroes and all the people that we give credit to is only black, then we ain't gonna get nowhere. This is why we're where we're at today, because many of us haven't evolved. I come up in the Nation of Islam, and the one thing that the minister taught us, if a white man gives you justice before a black man gives you justice, then that white man becomes your friend. And people might say, but damn, Shank, we got to get out of our feelings. We really got to get out of our feelings. Trust me. Especially today. And y'all hear it all the time. Everybody that's your skin, how's it? Everybody that's skin is
everybody
not your
the same color as you everybody that's my same color ain't my brother.
Right.
Ain't my sister.
Right. So if I'm going to sit up here and only praise black people, if I'm not going to give white people and other nationalities they respect and they credit, I'm no better than a white supremacist.
Hey Shank, let me say this though. And I get what everybody's saying, right? And I get what Miss Parker saying too. Give our people our due props too, because like for real, a lot of this is shit in America. Excuse my language, was built on our backs, on our sweat and tears. I get that, and you talking about lining up with everything that's going on now, but I gotta remind you of the effects. See, this is the effects. This is the trauma. This is the trigger, and that's why a lot of us is left in with our feelings, because we lived through this. Our ancestors lived through this, so we still carry this gene of expressing our feelings. You have the things that you talking about. I see and everything you right. If you line up with me, you lined up. Everything good. It's wonderful. That's beautiful, but I still in the back of my mind gotta be paranoid, right? Or I gotta watch you, because when we when it was allowed, you talking about history, when it was allowed to come in, right, and allowed you to bring our culture in, what we was ripped off, it was stolen, right? So now we're letting these people into our lives or allowing them into our cultures, right? But what happened when we originally let them in and they took? So you saying that don't have an effect on us as a people?
Okay, now let me give two scenarios. Now, when me and Miss Parker went to the Trump rally, right? Now, I'm on point. I'm looking for all kind of exits. You know, I'm looking for other black people. I'm looking for white people that may be cool. In my mind, I'm on go. In my mind, I'm waiting for something to kick off. So when something kick off, I could tell Miss Parker, run and don't look back.
Okay.
So I'm always on point. Now, me and you, we've been incarcerated before. What happens when we get a cell buddy that's white? It's no difference. It's no difference if we get a cell buddy that's white compared to we having a cell buddy that's black that we don't get along with. But we know we got to live in this cell together. So it's two things gonna happen. Either I'm gonna whip this motherfucker ass, he gonna whip my ass, and one of us come up out of here. But what happens? You learn to adapt, especially if you upstairs. If you upstairs, you pretty much already know. And and the white boy that's your cell buddy, he knows too. So we're faced with, as black people, we're faced with all of these obstacles that's placed in front of us. How do we navigate through it? We come from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. When we get pulled over, we know how to act when we get pulled over. We know to give the police officers their respect. We know not to test them.
But why do we know that? Why do we know that? And why do we do it? Because sometimes we don't think it's warranted for you to pull me over, especially if I'm in the town when I know I wasn't speeding, ain't nothing in my car, none of that. So, or I ain't under no investigation. So why do I know that?
Okay,
because I don't want the trouble that might can come or the possibility or what can happen. So I deal with it in a diplomatic way.
Bingo.
And I really want to say, motherfucker, what you pull me over for?
But you know you can't. That's a part of evolving. That's the part that I'm saying about evolving. Now, we had a black president, Barack Obama. Now, hear me out now. Barack Obama was the first one that was on the deportation issues. Barack started building cages and prisons and jails, and Barack Obama was separating. He was breaking up the families. Now, Trump comes in office. This is why it's so important. It's so important for you all to join my political classes, because I cover all of this. Shout out to Positive Vibes. Shout out to Jamie, even though they be roasting me, but they be in attendance. I go over all of this. So now you have Trump, and the lady that was interviewing him, Trump said, but Barack was building cages. Barack was separating the families. Why no talk about him? She said, well, you have a zero tolerance level. Barack didn't have a zero tolerance level. What difference does it make? Barack is doing the same thing. Barack did the same thing when it came to the illegal immigrants that Trump was doing.
But see, Shank, that's what we're trying to get you to understand. It's like, as a black man, you keep comparing to you. It's always a comparison instead of looking at what Juanita said and what Pee Wee just said. She said because we black people, we know they will ill us off. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
George Floyd. Wait a minute, Shane. Hold on.
I'm gonna forget it.
Hold on,
Go ahead.
We got the George Floyd situation. We have the Trayvon Martin situation. We have all of these situations. You know what I'm saying? So when we do get to the skin color, you say, well, we know how to act. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the Uncle Ruckus comes in. And you get what I'm saying for me, because it's like, I'm not expecting when the police pull up, you know how to act. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now,
so the narrative that you're pushing is crazy.
Yes.
To me, it's just so crazy. And then you will go right back to the comparison of, well, did Biden, he was black, and he did. You know what I'm saying? So we're not living in the past in some senses.
Okay.
But you as a black man, I expect a little bit more of what you're saying right now to come from. Quit comparing the white man to the black. It's
let me slide in. Okay, let's look at us as a people. All right. Let's look at us as a people. All right. Now, many of us know about the Shanquella Robinson case, right? All right. Who was it that failed her? Who were the first ones that failed her?
Her people.
Her people. What color? What race were they? What color were they? Black. Right? Now, let's go deeper. Who's stopping? Who's holding up justice for Shanquella Robinson right now? The DOJ. And it's some folks in that DOJ that's stopping the justice for Shanquella Robinson. Who is stopping? What complexion are they? Her black friends positive. Who's in that DOJ that's stopping that justice? Some black folks is in there. What I'm trying to say,
but that's because their family. The difference. Y'all have said allegedly. It is because their family. It's not that it's just black people.
Stop it, Miss Parker.
Let's put an alleged on her.
Stop it. As black people, we gotta stop making excuses for other blacks. As black people, we gotta start calling out blacks. We gotta start exposing.
Okay, and that's cool. But we don't treat y'all was over there praising. It was like when you used to watch that Moses on Easter Sunday, and how when they bought the golden lamb in and had the golden calf, and they praised the golden calf, and that's how it was over there. You was praising this white man. I'm not saying we can't hold each other as black people accountable, but it's one thing to hold accountable and praise. And you praise.
And I don't praise black men. I don't praise Mexican men.
You just said on this live, oh, Martin Luther King is dead. Y'all got to quit holding on to y'all past, when the past of those people, Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, definitely stand for today's time as well. Their morals, their values definitely stand in today's time.
Because I say that, so are you saying that I'm down in Martin Luther King?
No, I want you to go back to what you said. You said, yeah, that's what's wrong. Pee Wee, am I correct? He said that's what's wrong with black people. Y'all hold on to the past, and that he's dead, and that's why Pee Wee broke in and was like, I get that. And Marty had made a statement and said, yes, Shankar has nothing to do with the morals and the values and the moral and the value standards that they have left behind. So that's why I was saying, we attack each other, and that's what I was saying with the black people today. Where do we come from that? And then instead of saying, yeah, we ain't doing this with black people and holding each other accountable, yes, praising that man, it's a no for me.
But you'll be the same one on another demonstration. You'll be giving them credit. See, I hear you.
Credit.
You gotta let me finish, Miss Parker.
Yes.
Miss Parker.
Not praising.
Miss Parker. You gotta let me finish now. There's no way I could do this if you don't let me finish. You talk, and then as soon as I try to get a word in, you cut me off. You gotta let me land my plane. Please let me land my plane.
Can you start the plane, bro, please?
I mean, if she let me land it, I gotta be able to land it. I get where y'all coming from. I understand where y'all are coming from. But at the same time, in the year 2025, I'm not going to be giving nobody credit that don't deserve it. Don't make a difference what race they are. However, if they deserve credit, it don't make a difference what race they are. I'm going to give them credit. And I'm giving Donald Trump credit. However, there are things that I disagree about Trump. See, I can't really go hard on y'all because y'all always play hooky. Y'all skip my class. But if y'all would come to my class, then y'all would see it and y'all would be like, all right, Shank, I see exactly where you're coming from. Y'all skip my political class all the time. Y'all never in my political class. And if Miss Parker, if you're in my political class, you're in there long enough to see who's in there. And once you see ain't nobody in there that you dislike, you get up out of there.
Juanita said it's okay to hold Black people accountable, but we have to do the same for whites as well.
No, that's where we go wrong at. White people are not in our affairs. We bring them in our affairs when we look towards them to make our conditions better. Stop before anybody say something. Stop. That's why I say we gotta do better. As long as we as Black people are treating each other right, as long as we as Black people are building our own, where's our institutions? Where's our universities at? Where's our bakeries? Where is our anything at that we own? We don't own anything.
Because they took it from us, Shane.
Stop. Now let's go back. And this is a history lesson that I'm going to give y'all. Let's go back to the early 1900s when Black Wall Street was all over the United States of America. Right? What did they do? They burnt our towns down. They burnt, and the towns that they didn't burn down, they built the intersections. Y'all want to know how did the highways and intersections come about? The majority of those highways came about them building them highways and them interstates through our community to tear down our businesses. Now, this is the 1900s. What happened?
How did they do it, Shank? How did they do it? How was it inflicted?
Go ahead, Pee Wee. Go ahead.
I'm just asking how. Because I know, but I'm just asking how did they do it? How was it inflicted?
They done it through ignorance of the law, and not only ignorance of the law, they done it because just like today we talk about unity, back then we didn't have the unity. We never had unity. We never had unity. So now you got Marcus Garvey, you got Noble Drew Ali, you got Elijah Muhammad. Marcus Garvey was the first one out of them. Noble Drew Ali was the second. Elijah Muhammad was the third. Marcus Garvey started the Pan-African movement. Move back to Africa. The Black America, we gave Marcus Garvey hell. They ended up deporting Marcus Garvey. Noble Drew Ali comes on the scene. Noble Drew Ali brings us our nationality. You know the lessons, Pee Wee.
Mm-hmm.
What happened with Noble Drew Ali? There was fighting, in-house fighting. People ain't want to listen to Noble Drew Ali. Noble Drew Ali mysteriously, died. Okay? Mm-hmm. So you got two great men with two organizations that the people, some went with it, some didn't. Now, the third one was Elijah Muhammad. Now, Elijah Muhammad comes along. Elijah Muhammad gives birth to Malcolm X and a whole lot of other fantastic ministers. What happened? Here comes J. Edgar Hoover and that whole CIA Interlope Pro. I hope I pronounced it right. So they send informants into the nation and get the nation at war with each other. They took out probably the greatest Black man in America, Malcolm X. They pointed the finger at members in the Nation of Islam. 60 years later, it comes out that the members the people that killed Malcolm X was not members of the Nation of Islam. But let's go back to all of their programs. Marcus Garvey, Noble Drew Ali, Elijah Muhammad had programs for doing for self. It was all about doing for self. Barbershops, building up the community. You had the Black Panthers. You had all of these great organizations that fought and died for the freedom and upliftment of our community. Well, where are those organizations at today? All I'm saying is this. Those that came before us, they did what they were supposed to have done. They served their purpose. Us today, we cannot keep dwelling on Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. We cannot keep dwelling on them. We got to get out here and pound the concrete. We got to get out here and sacrifice our life, our freedom. We got to do that. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I dig what you're saying. I dig what you're saying, but at the same time, what I wanted you to see is from our experiences, right? Even that's passed down from generations to generations. In order for that to happen, the mentality of us going against each other, first of all, that gotta stop. Everybody want to be in control. Everybody want to be a leader. Nobody want to be a follower. Second of all, what I was talking about when I said how they did Black Wall Street and came in and took our communities, they took that brutality, Shank. They took that brutally. They came in with fire. They came in with guns. They came in shooting. They came in brutal, like this what we come to take. They came and took what we had because they knew that it would have been a threat because Wall Street, Greenwood was all it was all that. Right? Everything that was black owned, black ran, everything. And they didn't want to see it. And they seen that growing and growing. So they said, no, we can't, we're not gonna have that. So I'm saying that to say because the mental and the brutality that was done to us, that have been done to us over a century of time, right? That still affects us. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to tell you with what's going on. All that, like I said, when you said when the police pull us over, it's not that because listen. Deep in my mind, I might want to be. It depends on where I'm at, where I'm located, how I will respond to. Because if we in the city, we home. Like nigga, what you pulling me over for? Excuse my language, but what you pulling me over for? But if I'm in a sundown town, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. America supposed to be free, but we got sundown towns. I can't be there at the dark because I'm a dark person. What? I'm talking about the effects, the generational trauma that we have experienced over these years that happened to us. That is sometimes like that's like Jim Crow. It's some put the fear in them. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, because we don't want to go through that experience no more. That's what I was talking about. When I said, well, how did they do that? And we didn't say we allowed them to do it, but guess what? They were coming in to do it to a point where as though we couldn't win. We ain't win. Greenwood underwater now. It's a whole town that's underwater. You feel me? What I'm saying? All that stuff that was they came in brutality with that. That's the only thing I was trying to say. Like sometimes we fall in order not because we want to or we have to. It's just the right thing to do at that moment. You feel me? I don't want to fall in the order all the time. You know what I mean? Sometimes I want to get bucked too, but I ain't gonna get bucked to the point where I'm gonna be unalive. You feel me? So that's what we're still facing that though. Even with the police brutality, that's just another way to try to keep us in check. You feel me?
Salute y'all.
I digress.
Salute Miss Parker. Salute Shank. Salute Pee Wee.
Hey Juanita. Hey love.
Salute Juanita. You know what? See, Pee Wee, you guys stay out my head because you done took them words out my mouth. I was gonna say the same thing. You know, coming from them age years growing up, seeing Martin Luther King get shot down and some more, They traumatize us people. You feel what I'm saying? They traumatize us to the point that some of us are afraid to get out there and march and do this and do that because of what we had went through over the years. You know what I'm saying? Seeing our ancestors get brutalized by the police. Like I said in the comments, we know how to act because of our skin color. We know if we don't act right, what might happen. And sometimes they take us out just on the spur of the moment because they trigger happy. You understand what I'm saying? I'm in the car. I had to tell my grandkids, if I get pulled over by the police, don't make no sudden moves. You want to ask a child asks you, well, why, grandma? Because we might get hurt. That's a bad way of living in these where we at now. Time's supposed to change. We supposed to change with time, but sometimes things don't never change. Some things remain the same. How is Trump gonna make America great again? I was waiting for you to answer that question because I can't remember when America was ever great.
It keeps going over.
Now we can make ourselves great. We can make ourselves great, but listen to this. How can you make America great when you rise on the Capitol?
For all rock,
you incited a riot.
Let me just say this, Juanita. For all Rock Squad members, whether y'all moderators, I don't care. For all Rock Squad members, if y'all don't attend my political classes, I'm gonna put all y'all asses in time.
Why? Why?
So answer the question, because Juanita and Pee-wee has both asked you, what does Make America Great Again mean to you, Shankrock? Because you was questioning it today. He's gonna make America great again.
Listen to me, please, y'all.
So let's not promote the classes.
Listen.
But we taking the class right now. What's going to make America great again?
Listen, please, y'all. The morals, the values, the principles. Somebody, I don't think it was you, Juanita. Somebody asked me, Shank, give us a year when America was great. I said 1979. And that person said, you know what, Shank? It was Mel. That's who it was. Mel. Mel said, I gotta agree with you, Shank. 1979.
Who
America,
said it?
Let me finish, Miss Parker. Mel's agreed. She said, Shank, 1979, you are right. It was great. Listen, just listen. The morals, the values, the principles. I'm not saying that America was the greatest. I'm saying compared to today's time. Compared to today's time.
Shank, I was 5 and you were 7.
But I wouldn't know because I was high as Cootie Brown, so it was great in my world.
I was 5 and you were 7.
Lord,
I don't think the people in the back or the people that went to the politics class heard you. You was how old and he was what?
I was 5 and he was 7.
You're right. And I'm a teenager, so I was high.
You said you was high. So
yeah, so that was that's when I seen everything. Hey, Pee-wee. Hey, Pee-wee. That's when I seen everything great.
I was 5 and he was 7, man. Come on, man. Listen, we didn't even care about nothing about America then. We didn't even know we was in America.
Long as I got what I need when I need, I ain't care. We was great to me.
Right. In 1979, let's just focus on the year 1979. Was the things that's going on today in today's time? Was it going on in 1979? No.
Oh my God.
No.
I can't remember because I was high.
I can remember.
You was just a kid, right?
Huh?
Shank,
why? Because you stole gold changes and polished them? That's what you can remember?
No, because we wasn't even doing nothing back then.
I can't.
Okay, but I'm just trying to get the concept of it. making America great. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
just don't get the concept because, like I said, I ain't gonna
listen.
say
Shit, we had
America
we had the
always
Great
been
Depression.
bad.
We had the
No, I'm
Civil
not gonna say
War.
that.
We had the crack epidemic. We had all these
Exactly.
things. I mean, in my time, we had the Civil War. We had the
Crack
Great
epidemic.
Depression. We had the crack epidemic. Now we're in the opiate epidemic. When was America great?
Right. And then we had the HIV epidemic. So
So when was
now we got the COVID pandemic. So what I mean,
We
so
can't
come
win
on.
over here, Juanita and Pee Wee. This
Now
is
we
the
got the
house.
damn
We gotta go
wildfires.
on Rock Squad.
We got the wildflowers going. I mean,
Shout out
whole
to
all California gone. So
shout out to
I mean,
Jamie. Shout out to Jamie. Positive vibes. 80s baby. Shout out to those that attend my political class. Everybody else, I'm timing up. Positive vibes. You heard me. Time them all out.
Nah,
Time them
So
all
see, Pee
out.
Wee, my grand.
hold on,
Look,
Juanita. One second, Juanita. Bryn said, so what is moral and valuable about being a racist? We can be conservative and raised up by the church. These people were racist to our conservative Baptist ancestors. So what morals, what values?
there you go, King. Grant. Yeah,
Okay, let's stay right there.
good
All
point.
right. Let's stay right there. All right. Now, okay, we got the racists. We got those racists that didn't have morals, values, right? Because they were racist, right? Right?
okay,
Mhm.
I'm hold tight, Pee Wee. I'm just getting clear. And I'm agreeing with y'all. Yeah, we had the white races and all them, but black people had morals, values, and stood on principles. Yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, they did.
Thank you.
So, but how is a white
So,
man gonna
so
bring
you
that
don't
back to a
think?
black community, bro?
Lord have mercy. Oh.
I'm just saying. I agree with that.
So
but how is another race of man going to bring that back to our community?
if we listen and if we stop running our mouths all the time and get out of our feelings, and if we just take a second to say, you know what, I see where he coming from. Just because he's white don't mean that he can't teach us nothing. Let me go even further.
That's not the problem, Shank.
That's not a problem. I definitely believe
that's not a problem, Shank.
Can I finish?
You can learn something from a dummy, yo. Buckle your seatbelt.
Commanders, y'all the shit.
You damn right. I take from a white man if he's speaking truth.
And that's all I'm saying. That I come up in the nation, and that's what the minister taught us. The minister told us if a white man is telling you
if
something,
he's speaking truth,
you go with that white man.
Okay, but he's not always speaking truth, Shank.
Miss Juanita, you not in my classes, so you're not there when I'm going over the good, the bad, and the ugly. Y'all not in there when I go over the bad and ugly with Trump. For some reason, y'all just catch the good, and here y'all funky asses come.
I'm just trying to analyze this. A couple
it ain't no
before
analyzing
what?
it. Y'all funky asses don't listen to me. Y'all funky asses.
Let me land this plane. Let me analyze this. Before Trump started running again to be the president, and I quote that you wasn't even a voter yet. You was trying to decide to vote, and you was up, in your head, what should I vote now? Now all of a sudden Trump went through the election and won. You a top dog fan.
And Marty
I'm just trying to understand this from a point of view of a woman that's been in this country over 60 years and ran through some presidents or whatever. And for you to be an undersized voter, you standing on grounds when it comes to Trump. I'm just trying to understand that. Maybe you need to take one of my classes.
That's right, Martin.
And see how fly and see how high you fly. Yeah, because I mean, I when I sit down and I think about these politics and these these people going to office, I do researches on them, check them out, whatever. The first 4 years told me everything I needed to know about Trump, and then some. What have changed from them 4 years up until now? A
What
person
your
that's
people
trying
is
to get in
past, right?
somewhere, a person that's trying to get into something or get somewhere or trying to make a move, they're gonna talk a good game. They're gonna play their hands right till they get where they're gonna get. And once they get where they get, then it's like damage control.
I just want to know what he mean, because by making America great, is he talking about making America great for us as a whole, or is he talking about making America great for him as for his people?
I just said it, Pee Wee. Come on, bro.
He giving
Well,
all police immunity. That's
The,
making it great again.
the morals, the values, the principles.
is you
And you
well,
don't think
listen,
we
you talking
stand
about
on that
more
today,
Shank,
Frank?
hold up, let me say this. Shank, you talking about the morals, the values, the principles, but have he demonstrated this? You gotta have he demonstrated morals,
Exactly.
values, and principles
Let
with
me
the thing
slide in.
with the
It,
thing.
let,
Excuse me.
let me
Let me
slide.
finish. Can I land the plane, Shank?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Bro, with the things that he say, in the way that he do it, in his own background, right? He can't change that. We can't. But
Two different
with the
ways.
morals and the proud, have he demonstrated that? Have he put that out there? Have he shown where his morals, his principles, and his with his personality, with his mindset? Have he shown this?
Yes, he.
No, that's why I
Yes,
don't
he.
believe him.
Yes, he.
He
Yes, he
have?
has.
He
Yes,
have?
How?
yes, he
When?
has.
Where in time? Tell me, please. Help
When
me
and
out, please.
how?
Are y'all ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Go back to former President Jimmy Carter's funeral. Wasn't him and Obama having a wonderful time together? Wasn't they having a wonderful conversation?
We don't know. We don't know what they might
Come
have said a
on,
joke and it was
Juanita.
funny.
We
Come on,
wasn't there.
Juanita.
I mean, yeah, that doesn't mean
Come on.
that doesn't count for anything. Just having a civil conversation and
Situation.
super on
Right.
me.
Wow.
That
And at
doesn't
the
mean
same
nothing. If that's what you're taking for being, oh, he has great values. He talked to Obama.
If I
right,
say a
and
joke to you, you're gonna laugh too.
right, and then at the same time, he supported them. He was also funded them people's when they got them six young men in New York
That he accused.
that he accused. He funded that whole trial. That
Yeah.
he and them people was innocent as the
They
day is
was
long.
innocent.
That
So
was
that
that was
where your morals better than that?
that was one of the things that I disagree with. When the bad and ugly. I spoke on the bad and ugly about Trump. I spoke on it.
But you so we expecting for him to do something morally and valuably now,
Okay.
So
which I
Shank,
ain't saying that a
let me
person can't change. I'm not saying that because I know
Because
it's
that's what I'm
possible.
about to
right.
say. Me and you, P.
Okay.
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 Well, all of us. Now, all of us on this panel and in the chat, but definitely all of us on this panel has changed for the better.
True that.
Now we could get somebody that don't know about our change. We could get somebody that we offended, say 20 years ago. They don't know nothing about our change. They haven't seen
Okay.
our change. They could care less
Okay.
about our change. Now, is it okay for them to dwell on things that we done in our past?
No, but we
No.
still don't act like that today, though,
Oh,
Shank.
mercy, Pee
We
Wee.
still not living, but he's still demonstrating this stuff though. With the things that he say out his mouth,
That's
with
my
the
point.
yeah,
Let me just
he's still demonstrating these things. He ain't demonstrating better or
let,
improvement.
let
He's
me just
still
say this.
demonstrating the same behavior.
Let me just ask y'all this.
Exactly.
Let me just ask y'all this. Is it anything that y'all agree with Trump on? Anything? It can just be one.
I mean,
I agree with some things.
I've agreed with some of his policies, which I could take in consideration.
Pee
Right.
Wee? Pee Wee?
Only some.
Yeah, I can see some of his I can see some of his foresight when in
But
his statement
Juanita said policies. We agree with the policies. The
policies,
morals
right?
and the values is different from agreeing with policies,
Exactly.
which you was trying to call me out
I,
on.
I,
Policies I agree
I
with,
keep
not
saying it.
morals and values.
Thank you. Yeah.
Listen to me. I keep saying it. Not his morals, values, principles, not white racist morals, values, principles. Black people morals, values, and principles. That's what I'm talking about. Black people.
Okay, so you don't think black people demonstrate that today, Shank?
Hell to the no.
Fucking no. No. I ain't
Come on,
gonna
Pee Wee can
Now I ain't gonna
back me up
say.
on that.
Okay, so listen to this. I agree with that. Not all, but some do, and the ones that do, you don't hear about them.
Pee Wee can back me up.
But Shake Rock, we
Warren
ain't the ones going in the grocery stores unalive. We're not the ones going in the schools unalive, and we're not the ones going in the churches unalive, and we're not the ones
You still got some.
demonstrating a lot of this stuff. So as a race, we do have morals and
Yeah.
values.
There's still some black folks that
keep trying to take away, and that's what I'm saying. As a black man, you take away and you're praising him, going, "What do y'all agree with?" Policies is different from morals
and values. Yes, and it is some people who still stand on business with their morals and values, regardless of
so that's
where
what I'm
they
saying.
come.
As a black man, it's crazy to hear a black man in such high standard and high regards as you putting down the black race so much to uplift the white man and stuff. And I get
that's
about
not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing.
You are. That's my opinion. Opinion.
Okay. You know what my grandmother told me? She says 2 things that's gonna be controversial in your life. That's politics and religion. And damn it, we ain't talking about both. And it's the truth. You can't really, discuss politics and religion without it being some controversy.
And a black man always put on his Superman cape. Can't leave that out.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's going to be a controversy thing. But like I said, Shank, I agree with you on some things, and some things I don't agree with you. I'm going to say about what I believe and what I have saw with my eyes. And this man that, like PB said, if he's not going to demonstrate the guy that we need in the White House, then, I mean, people going to have their opinion about him. That's like me pulling you up, telling you, Shank, don't smoke crack, but I'm smoking crack in your face. You understand what I'm saying?
Is there something wrong with that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's something wrong. How I'm gonna tell you to do something that I'm not doing?
What you say earlier, Pee Wee, you can learn a lot from a dummy.
Yeah.
True that, you can.
Come on,
you can.
Come on,
but how I'm gonna tell you to do something that I'm doing?
Listen to me. Easily, because I wouldn't want this on my worstest enemy. Look, I'm smoking crack, so I'm able to tell you don't smoke crack. Our thought pattern, our thinking pattern is upside downwards. We always have something to say about somebody that's trying to tell us the right thing. I wouldn't listen to her. Like you said, how he gonna tell you not to smoke crack and he's smoking crack? Easily, fool. Because he know what crack
we can tell them, but that don't mean they gonna receive it. Fool.
Oh, mercy on my soul, Lord. Lord.
It's communist for Shank on the screen. She said, Captain Baldy to the rescue.
I love you, Shank, but we can do this all day. But like I said, it's the principles of things. He don't stand on principles. Period.
You holistically, right? Look at this whole campaign and say you truly believe that these things that he's promising is going to take place holistically. Not just the good points, not just the bad points that you agree with. Holistically,
yes.
I mean, his whole being as a person.
Everything that he could get Congress to pass, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because they do got to go through Congress like everything else. And let me just put this on the record for all y'all out there. He ain't the reason for the stimulus checks, okay? Right. He just signed them. He just signed them. He's not the reason for them. Because a lot of black folks say they want to come back in the White House because he gave out he did not give out the fact check.
He ain't got the
let's not skip over the fact that Obama was offering more and he
Look
said
at
no.
this.
That's
And
right.
he
But
said
you
then,
got a fact check that Trump did not give out Simmons check. It came through Congress to increase the economy. He just signed his name on it. Okay, go ask him for a check today and see what you get.
Oh, have mercy.
Nothing.
Oh,
yeah, Obama, and
I
definitely
get it.
Obama, if y'all go back, he was offering 2,400 and Trump said no.
Yeah,
So
yes, I remember that. Go fact check that.
I get it. Now, when I do my lessons, positive vibes, I want you to time all of them out. And top flight, you
well, if we
stay
gonna
the
get
hell
time
away
down, now
from
you
that.
telling us, guess what we're gonna do as black people? We not coming. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
y'all wasn't gonna come anyway.
We're listening to you like the rioters listen to Trump. You know what I'm saying? Time is
Shit.
out, we're not coming.
Look, hey Pee Wee,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I go to one of them damn classes, I'll be walking out with a damn mega hat on damn well I ain't for mega.
Y'all wasn't gonna come anyway. I'll be looking for y'all. Bren be in there sometimes. Bren, he be
Can
in
I
there
say this,
sometimes.
Shank? The reason why, because I think sometimes it's like you know, it's almost like a pastor or somebody trying to force it on you
No,
instead of
no.
wait a minute, let me land. It's almost like a force instead of, and that's my opinion. That's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to polish everything up like you do your head and make it seem
Like somebody beating you across the head with the Bible.
Presentable. You're presenting something
to
people, and you want it to stick, and you make it sound so good when you do your demonstrations.
Right. Excuses. We can live with excuses. You know what I mean? Oh, Shank, I don't come because you make it sound like this. Oh, Shank, I don't come because you force me. But ain't got no problem with telling me, ain't got no problem with asking me questions about things that I went over in the lesson. But I ain't going. It's excuses. And that's fine. That's fine. You know what I mean?
I'll be doing something else.
Hey, Shank, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
At one point in this whole, thing, when you decide to choose a vote till the time you vote up until now, what period did you gain all this knowledge about Trump?
Well, I had already had some knowledge. So I think it was probably 4 years ago. It might have been longer than that. So I started all this on TikTok. I had started my journey way before, this election. So I was doing demonstrations on my TikTok and everything. So I was gaining some knowledge and information already. So this was when I was like, you know what? I'm going to vote. And then that's when you see me and Miss Parker at the Trump rally. And then that's when I really started going deeper and, really, really learning. Do you know who I voted for?
No, who did you vote for?
You don't know who I voted for?
I mean, I have an idea, but I wasn't with you when you voted.
Who?
Probably Trump.
See, I didn't vote for nobody. And I went over this. And I went over the reasons why I didn't vote for nobody.
What?
But you got such insight about
the classes, Juanita. You have to attend the politics class.
Why didn't you vote?
Well, I would show up at one, but see, Miss Parker, I'm not a person that gets into politics the way some people do. Now, I would listen and hear him out, and I heard some of his insight on it. But me personally, like I told him before, I just don't like the man. I don't like his character. I agree with some of his policies and whatnot, but him as a person, and the way he go about doing things, his rhetoric, I can't go with him. You know what I'm saying?
Can I say this, Juanita, real quick in Shank's defense? The way Trump did the last, how he ended his last 4-year term, this is why I think it's important to really get into him, because I think some stuff is really great about to happen. And I don't mean just political. I'm looking at Bible terms and, going back to
I'm going to say woke, Miss Parker. I get what you're saying.
So that's why when Shank says certain things, I'm not going to take it from him. A lot of the policies I do agree with, a lot.
I
But
agree with you.
morals and values, no. Me pushing it on the people to, because I've learned something doesn't mean that I'm not going to push a narrative to make y'all believe based off of what I'm saying. I'm just going to do my commentary on it and put some stuff out there. And this is how y'all feel. This is how y'all feel. Y'all go with whatever y'all want. I'm not going to go back to the book of the Quran and this. I'm just not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when I feel like you're siding with that. That's your side. You pick the side. You know what I'm saying? So don't try to instill in me your side that you picked. You know what I'm saying? I want to listen and go with my flow. You know what I'm saying? But once you keep going back to the book of Quran and this and that and the other, I feel like now you're trying to stick it to me. But what Shank has presented, with a lot of the demonstrations about the politics in Trump, I enjoy it because it is a must that we pay attention to what's happening as far as him coming back into this office today.
I agree with that, and I'm always open for hearing new things or getting information. That's how I go about things, because what is about to happen now, I don't want to be dumbfounded to nothing that's going on. I'm woke and I'm open to whatever, but we'll have to just be mindful. We living in them times. We living in some last days, in my opinion. We in them times that things is just, major destruction. So yeah, I'm down with that, but I want to stay right where I'm at and want to see what he gonna do. That's all I'm saying.
Pee Wee, what's your thoughts on it?
I'm just like, I'm not really a political person, but I pay attention and I watch a lot of stuff. I see a lot of stuff, and I just believe what my eyes see. That's just the way I'm at with it. You know what I mean? I ain't doing no background check, but whatever is in front of me and you present that to me, I'm gonna have my own opinion, my own thoughts, and my own feelings towards it. And if that's what it is, that's what it is. But to me, even his last term, he really didn't show me nothing. And he's still in the same mindset that he was back whenever. And like I said, like I was telling Ask Shank, what does he demonstrate now? Because him holistically, he's still demonstrating the same thing. That's my opinion on it. Like I really don't.
Do you feel like he's demonstrating the whole thing and just putting a little bit more power into it now? Like, because that's how I feel like he's putting
yeah. It's like anything.
Okay, I'm in here now and I'm gonna show y'all something bigger than what I did the last. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sock it to. It's almost like his policies are good, but it's like he's got a point to prove, and he's got a lot of people he wants to stick it to. So it's almost
like he got a private agenda.
Yes, he's got an agenda as well. Yeah. And we don't need an agenda at this moment. And what
exactly
is. I definitely feel it's an agenda.
Exactly. I believe that too, Ms. Park. I believe he have a hidden agenda, and I'm getting this feeling like, okay, y'all think I did something no 4 years. Wait till these 4 years. Y'all in for a rude awakening.
Right.
Whatever that might mean.
Definitely not going to be affected. Just for the middle class people to know, you will be affected. The lower class people don't stand a chance. Nobody has
whatever that means.
Even with Kamala, it goes as far back to Kamala. The lower class, it's always been 3 classifications of people: lower class, middle class, upper class. And y'all notice with each one of them running through that candidacy, that they never mention lower
class. Yeah.
Never.
Yeah. It's always the middle or the higher class.
And if you're not sitting on something, I don't care if you work and if you're living just to keep your and maintaining enough to keep your head above water, that is considered to me lower class. This man isn't for.
And they're not even worried about that.
I need to hear about some policy. I need him to get in there and do some stuff for the lower class people. I need to see this. And then once I start seeing changes and things that help the lower class people in the Black communities more, in the school, the education, the gun reform, and all of that, then I'll go, he's trying to make America great again. But really, some of the things that he has done and said is really for the middle class, and that's it's a two-stage to me in the middle class. You know what I'm saying? But the rich is gonna be rich. It's not happening. Nothing's happening to them. They're great to get richer. You know what I'm saying? But
And the poor will be poor.
and I do get the immigration, like Brian was saying about the immigration. I agree with the immigration. You know what I'm saying? I agree about the groceries. I definitely agree about groceries are super expensive. You know what I'm saying?
And the child care.
And the child care. So
And
yes,
education. Yep. All that's important. Whatever's going to help us in our survival and us living, you know, I would love to see him make that happen for us. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been in the struggle way too long. So, you know,
and
when
I
we
feel like
think we
rich
got
people. Yeah, go ahead.
when we put one foot forward and we think we doing some things, then here comes somebody want to knock us 10 steps back. But I'm go with Shank say, yeah, we got to start building some of the stuff of our own. But every time we try to get in the door, Shank, they push us out.
And that's when we have to be militant. That's when we have to have an army. Every group of people have an army. During those years of them destroying and burning down Black Wall Street, we wasn't militant. We didn't have an army. See, we didn't become militant. Noble Drew Ali and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, they didn't give us the militant side till after the Black Wall Streets and all that was burnt down. See,
yeah, but you got to remember what me and Pee Wee said too.
Let me finish. They know which blacks to mess with. They know the blacks not to mess with. Go to the Malcolm X movie. When Malcolm X told him, I suggest you look out that window. And when he looked out that window, he asked Malcolm, and who are they? Who they supposed to be? He said, they brothers of Brother Johnson. What happened? Didn't they get the justice? Didn't Malcolm get the justice that he went to that police station for?
Yeah.
That's it right there. We have to.
But still, go ahead.
It's no buts. And there are plenty of militant groups of us out there. We have to be militant. It's no way around it.
I agree with that. But like we said before, you know, we still got traumatized people out here too. And sometimes they let their trauma dictate their survival.
Yeah.
And that's facts. Shank and Pee Wee, I wanted y'all to kind of look at this. What Brian said earlier, I meant to point out. He said Joe Biden pardoned Marcus Garvey, which I find insulting because he could have pardoned Assata Shakur and take her off the most wanted list. How do y'all feel about that?
That's facts.
Yeah.
That's facts. But see, even Joe Biden knew about Marcus Garvey. Many black people don't even know about Marcus Garvey.
Marcus Garvey, yeah.
Right. That's facts.
But
that's fact.
He knew. But like Brent said, he could have pardoned the political prisoners that's alive. See, that's my whole approach on our freedom and our justice, focusing on our fighters that are alive. It's not the disgrace. It's not to take away from those that are dead. It's not to take away from them.
But you made it sound that way at one point, Shank. Come on now. You said it out your mouth.
No, I didn't. It's how you perceived it. It's all on how a person perceived. Like if you're talking to me, right? I can tell you how you said it. I can tell you, Juanita, you meant it this way. I could tell you all I want to tell you about what you said. But who really knows
how you said it, but you.
But me. Yep.
And,
But me.
and I'm sure we all are faced with that all the time. People are always telling us, you said this and you said it like that and you meant this and I took it this way. And you're like, you took it wrong. Once again, let me not even say that, because as Ms. Parker said, you forcing stuff on people and you making people think this.
How I said it is not how you perceived it wrong. You perceived it wrong.
Look, I'ma just put some glue on my lips. I know when it's over with. I'm putting some glue on my lips. I'm gonna stay up here with y'all though, but I'm on silence.
Now I'm gonna go back to what Molly said. I truly believe that, you know, the ones that gone before us, we still standing on that morals and values with what they meant and how they came about to make sure we have a just life. Martin Luther King.
Let me just say this. Now, you got me and Pee Wee, right? Now, I'm dead. I'm no longer here. I'm dead. Pee Wee is alive though. Wouldn't it make more sense to ride with Pee Wee? He's alive.
I get that part, Shank. But I'm just saying, we cannot forget.
Let me finish. Let me just finish. He can walk y'all through what he meant. He can walk y'all through the lessons. I'm dead. I can't walk y'all through it. Y'all are going by what other people are saying that I meant. Y'all are going by what other people are taking in their perspective on how things are. Well, I think Shank meant this. I think, no. Shank ain't mean it that way. Shank meant it this way. But why not go with Pee Wee? Because Pee Wee's alive.
I mean, I'll ride with him because he's alive, but I'm not going to forget. That's my point. We can't forget.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people forget what the greats had done before us. But if it wasn't for the greats before us, we wouldn't be half of the places where we at. They paved the way.
And what I'm saying is, it's easy. You always got to remember the enemy is present. You always got to remember.
All the way.
It's
always.
Listen, they did it in the Garden of Eden, and God was still alive. But as soon as God was away from Adam and Eve, here come the enemy. And what did the enemy do? The enemy twisted God's word. Yes or no?
Do that.
No. What did he say? No. God knows. See, here's the enemy telling them about how God perceived it. Here's the enemy telling them what God meant. And what did they do? They got tricked and they listened to the enemy.
Yeah,
it happens. It happens all the time.
Yeah, it do.
Yeah, that's true.
It happens.
It happens all the time. That's why we need to stay in tune with the God of our understanding and be guided and directed by what he say. Because you know when it's right in your spirit, you know right from wrong, you know which way to go and which way to don't. If you don't, you see guidance. True?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So, Juanita, I want to ask each and every one of y'all, because I don't know if y'all watched it, but starting with Shank Rock, you know, he signed a lot of stuff tonight. Which one stood out to you the most? Because I said freedom of speech. When I started this live, I did a lot of cussing, but it was all fun and games based on freedom of speech. But where do you see African Americans
freedom of speech though,
with the freedom of speech being passed?
I agree with you. And to answer you, Pee Wee, we've been had freedom of speech, but y'all know with all the Me Too movements and all of those movements, remember, you can't say this, you can't say that. You can't say nothing about this group. You can't say nothing about that group. So I agree with him when it comes to freedom of speech. We should have the freedom of speech to say what we want to say.
Pee Wee, how you feel about the freedom of speech?
Like I just said, I thought we've been had freedom of speech. I mean, and freedom, you and whoever it's a law or not, a person gonna say what the hell they gonna say anyway. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it depends on what form you in or what place you in when you say what you say, and can you handle the consequences of what might come
What you
behind what
said.
you say.
Right.
I took it as with Trump. I think the N word is going to be used frequently. More, you know what I'm saying? I just think it opened up a black hole, because like I said, I thought we all had a freedom of speech. I did, until he signed it tonight. So I was like, is this for racism to kick in? You know what I'm
But
saying?
wasn't the freedom of speech in the Constitution, Shane?
Yeah,
I believe so.
it was.
It is. It still is.
So what by him signing, is it a reinforcement? I don't understand that.
That's what I was saying. Like,
That-
to me, when he signed it, it was like, I was like, y'all thought we always had a freedom of speech, but I was like, damn, in my mind, I was like, damn, is this when the racism really kicks in, when
No.
him actually signing the freedom of speech, of speech, like it's not a problem for the police officer to call you
Your name.
That's
your name and call you a nigga, and I'm just being honest. That's how I feel.
I'm trying to answer it. That's to protect you and I from getting canceled. That's to protect you and I from losing our jobs. That's to protect us.
Okay. So is it so and once again we know everything's going to be taken out of content now.
Yes.
So is it safe, or what you say is safe? Because if you can come on my job and say something wrong to me, and policies and procedures not going to allow that. So can you suffer a consequence of losing your job, or for the other race that may call us our name or the N word?
They already been calling us that.
I know they always been calling us that, but
they gonna call us out loud and proud this time.
Yeah, now,
They
right.
already-
and so
That's what I'm saying. They'll say it on their breath, but it's gonna be loud and proud now.
Right. So is this and how is that going to be perceived though? Because all of us don't have discretion and all that stuff, and know how to use things and know when to say things, and or don't care, right? What is that going to bring about?
Because I feel like with that being in the Constitution, as we said, and we've always been allowed to have freedom of speech. Now, with him signing that, what is the stipulation on him signing a freedom of speech?
I don't get it either. I don't understand it. Because
protect,
if it's in the Constitution, then it shouldn't be true.
You're saying for us to be protected, but I'm saying that's everybody to be protected, to be allowed to call us Negro,
whatever,
and everything, right?
Listen, y'all. Just listen, please, y'all. Everything that Trump has signed, everything, all his policies, everything that surrounded Trump is not a black thing. It's not a racist thing. It's not.
You're not looking into what we're saying.
I'm explaining it to you, Miss Parker. You got to see what I'm saying and hear what I'm saying. Everything.
So you don't think Trump is a racist? I
believe that Trump has some racism in him. However, it's a difference. It's a difference from feeling a certain type of way about a group of people. Most black people don't like white people. But
that's true.
The problem is when black people discriminate against white people, which we don't, because it's hard for us to discriminate against anybody when we don't own anything. It's not a problem for a white person to be racist towards another race It's a problem when they discriminate against somebody because of their race.
That's true too.
That's the problem with being a racist. If you discriminating against somebody because of their race, that's a problem.
It is.
That's a problem, and that's a major problem.
Real Vibe said they're gonna take it out of proportion.
They, like people say, it's gonna be out of context.
It's
It's gonna be
going
out of context.
right. And this is what I'm saying. Let me just say this, and then I'm gonna drop down. Let me just say this. For us as Black people, for us to make progress, we really have to evolve.
True.
First thing, we cannot worry about what white people are doing. We cannot worry about what white people are getting away with. We have to focus on us as Black people evolving.
That's true.
Every other race evolves except us. And they evolve for the better except us. We got to evolve for the better. If we
That's
evolve
true.
for the better, we'll get a different turnout. We'll have a different turnout if we evolve for the better. But we got to evolve for the better.
I agree.
If we right, they couldn't touch us. If we
No.
owning what we supposed to own, if we are militant, I promise y'all. Because if they do
And
come up against us, oh, it's gonna be some bloodshed.
And
and let me just add to that, evolve, and we need to unite. We need to come together as a whole.
and
Because
that's what I was about.
This is the
I was
time.
about to say that too, Juanita.
we need to come together as a whole, because if you look at it, we hate on us more than the white hate on us. You know what I'm saying? So we need to come together in unity. You know, all that jealousy, envy, strife, all that shit needs to be put behind us and come together as a whole. We about to face some serious times right now. And if we ain't got our SHIT together as a whole, they're gonna knock some more of us off.
But
We better together than we are apart. You feel what I'm saying? We are better together than we are apart. They sit back and look at us. It's like, well, we ain't got to go fight them. They fighting themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, I agree with that. We got to evolve and unite. We got to come together as a whole.
Yeah, this is the time, definitely. Hey, Shano, salute.
Hey, how you doing? How y'all doing? I agree.
What's up,
As
Shayna?
far as hey, how you doing? How y'all doing?
What's up, brother?
I totally agree with Shank was talking about, because we really do need to start worrying about. We already see the system is against us anyway. It's been lines of white men been running the country for years and years. I mean, we got lucky with Obama, but he was a puppy. He ain't do shit anyway. Um, we us Black people need to start worrying about what the president, what the governor, what the mayor's gonna do for us. Whatever whatever you want to call it, whatever position you want to call them or whatever. We need to stop relying on them and start relying on ourselves as far as a nation of people, melanin people. Because we already know around the world they're against us. And until we realize that we don't need them, that we are a powerful entity with just ourselves,
Amen. Amen.
we won't need them. We won't be begging for no reparation. We'll just take it back instead of asking for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, my thing is, it just, to me, that's the only way this is gonna, change, unless we change.
Yeah.
Cause they ain't trying to change us. They trying to keep us stuck. with,
Right. I ain't trying to give us nothing.
you know what I'm saying? Why we don't got our own corporation?
Right. something we can own, something we can claim.
Yeah, almost every nation now, nationality of people got their own country, own corporation, own language. We don't got shit, but
Nope.
a couple of dollars. You
And the
know,
color of our skin.
that's it. But my thing is, did y'all see that picture that Tony Bugsy and Donald Trump? Did y'all see that picture that he posted?
Mm-mm.
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 What? Tony Bugsy. We talking about the lawyer that's going against Jay-Z and P. Diddy.
Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm. They took a picture together today.
Oh, I didn't see that.
What that picture is giving, motherfucker, people ought to be scared right now. That picture right there gave me 1,000 words. That P. Diddy, Jay-Z, everybody that was on them freak off tapes. Oh, you best to believe they scared right now.
They're gonna-
You best to believe that scared. Go. If you go on Instagram and go to Tony Bugsy Instagram, because he got an Instagram page, and look at that picture that he just took today. He just posted it today, like 7.5 hours ago. Fresh.
Mm.
And hold that thought, Shayna, really quick. Something that really scared me is why, for anybody that want to know about this live again, that scared me right when Shank ended his, I went to Instagram and Elon Musk was on the stage and he did like this. And
Mm.
you know, we all know that's Nazi. And if everybody, for the people that, you know what I'm saying, the younger generation, go read about the Nazis. And
Oh
that
yeah.
was the scariest thing. And this is during the inauguration speech when he gave his speech at the inauguration. So I agree with Shank Rock saying at this point we have to be militant. Shano, I agree with you on what you said. It's a lot of scary things great to happen.
So
Mm-hmm.
did
I
you
would
read
say
that part?
it's,
Did you
it's
read
time
that?
to prepare. And let me go to Real Bob. Hold on, Shano. He said most black people. He said most black peoples don't like others based on how they treat us, not automatically. And also, he said we been needed to come together a long time ago. I hope we get the chance to see us come together. And he said, what is it going to take for us to come together is the true question. So, you know, like you were saying, Shane, I know a lot of people are scared, but what is it going to take, y'all? Before I get out of here, what is it with everything that's happening, the Nazi and, but, you know, Tony Bugsy, what's it going to take, Pee Wee, y'all? Like, finishing out this live, I'm going to go with Shano. What's it going to take, Shano?
Ooh wee, man. I don't know. I guess with just like when I wanted to get off of drugs back in the day, when I was out there bad on them streets, I guess I got tired. I don't know. I guess I can use that for an example. I got tired. I want to change because it had to start within first.
And what did
Mm-hmm.
that picture for Tone? Because I didn't want to cut you off. I'm sorry for cutting you off with that. What did that mean to you? Tell me what that meant to you.
Hollywood is in trouble. Hollywood is in trouble. Tony Bugsy is finna bring Hollywood down. Period. Everybody that was involved, that was everybody that was in them tapes. Everybody just that was quiet and didn't want to speak out. Oh, they finna get it. They finna get dragged into court. Um, it's a possibility that that 1999 shooting in Harlem, that case might be re-back open. Um, the Tupac case is going to be re-back. I'm telling you, it's gonna be some shit. And Trump said he finna reopen that list, the Epstein list.
Mm.
Oh, it's gonna be some shit.
And that's something good to watch. With you bringing that up, you guys go check that out on Netflix. Very interesting. The people that was on that island, that attended that island. I'm glad you brought that up, Shano.
Yeah.
Very interesting to go watch on Netflix. I watched it 3 times and it gave me chills each time. And I was looking at the people more than after I watched it the second time. Then I'm looking at the Clinton and a lot of other people, and I was like, oh my God. And I hope that's, you know, that comes into formation. Pee Wee, what do you get out of what Real Vibe said about what is is it gonna take for us to come together?
First and foremost, that's a good question, right? And for real, a lot of us know, and it's going to be the mentality, and once again, the title of the treatment, it's going to take education. You know what I'm saying? Not just I'm not talking about the school education. I'm talking about education of change, implementing new things. Because it start with self. Jane, he said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dealing with, you got to learn how to deal with yourself, right? Or
Start
change your mind.
within.
And I'm gonna tell you another thing that I learned from being, you know what I'm saying, from coming off the streets and doing things and being strung out on drugs. A lot of these people ain't open minded enough to allow something new to. You can't grasp a new idea on a closed mind.
Yeah.
You got to open your mind up and be receptive to something new, because a lot of us as a people are stuck in one place.
Right.
They don't want
Mm-hmm.
to. They don't want to. We don't. I'm talking about. You ain't got nothing to do with drugs. I'm talking about with growth and development.
That's the small see the
Mm-hmm.
drugs and the issues when people go through it.
On
That's just
track
a
now.
small symptom of the problem. The main
Right.
two problem lies right
It's
between our two
yourself.
ears.
It's yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
You listen. I give you a good idea. The idea. I see the idea is prosperous to you and whoever you have pitched it to. But I'm too closed-minded and not open enough to say, all right, let me try it, or don't believe in myself or have
Right.
enough confidence in myself to do anything different. I'm
Right.
comfortable. I'm complacent. I'm all right with where I am.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now we know who the problem is.
Right.
Mm-hmm. We always been the problem. We just
Yeah.
added more to it.
Yeah.
Right.
It
That's
ain't got
all. We
nothing to
just
do.
added more to it.
Right.
The wrong
And
thing
guess
to it.
what? We start
Exactly.
doing? Inflicting that on our
Other people.
generations after us.
Yep. On
Mm-hmm.
other
We start
people. Yep.
inflicting that on them. We start. It's all right. Don't mind your business. Don't tell on. Don't
Yep.
snitch and all
This
that
my
stuff.
problem, not your problem.
Right.
Right. Right.
So
But it was
it's gonna
everybody's
have to
problem
start with
because whoever we was around, we affected them.
right.
Thank
The,
you.
right. The dumb are
Thank
getting
you.
the dumb teaching the dumb.
Right.
Yep. That was true big. We
Now
affected
that
everything that came in contact with us because we was
Yup.
affected.
yeah, that
And a
book
lot of
you
people
talked
don't
about.
understand that. And that's why I always say when you healing from something, like I told myself when I came off the street, I had to tell myself, not only do you need to heal, your kids need to heal because you put them through
Right.
what you went through.
Yes.
You can't get mad at them if they feel the way they feel about you and your drug addiction.
We
You
made him a
affected
skeptic.
them.
We made him a
Right,
skeptic.
Yup.
right. So we had to heal together. And that's how we come together. We got to heal together. We got to uplift each other. We got to stop being jealous and envy, judging, putting people off. We have to come together as a whole.
And another one is being so hard on each other.
Mm.
True that.
Being so hard on each other. You know what I mean? That's the same way. In an encounter, if I'm having a great day, I'm gonna give you. I gotta give you this demonstration, Miss Parker. If I'm having a great day, right, and Juanita is having a bad day, and we encounter each other, right? I don't know what's going on with Juanita. I don't know if Juanita, in her mind, she want to serial be just crazy and kill something, but I'm telling you,
Mhm.
Go ahead.
but because of Juanita's situation and she come to me with it, I take it personal.
Right.
I take it personal, and then because she lashed out at me, I gotta lash out at her. No, okay, sister, I'm sorry you having a bad day. I'm gonna walk away.
Mm.
Why? Because I'm not gonna let her bad day
Mess up
corrupt
your
my
day.
good day.
Right.
Exactly.
Can't feed into
Exactly.
that bad energy.
Right.
Yep.
And
Yep.
everybody say, I'm gonna give you the same. I'm not giving you the same energy. Because guess
Right.
what? Your energy ain't messing up my day.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And my energy ain't gonna match your energy.
Right. I ain't matching you. I'm not matching energies.
'Cause
No.
I might be on
Right.
top of the world, and I ain't letting you bring me down.
Right. I ain't
Right.
matching. No, I ain't matching. And that's the thing about it is you see how stuff like that came into our communities and we start living by this negativity.
Right.
You
Right.
start matching that energy.
Right. Come on. I'm a match your energy. I ain't matching your energy. What's wrong with you, bro? You all right? I'm sorry if I offended you. Because guess what? I'm going to be sorry I offended you. And I'm going to walk away because I need to worry about my day because your day is not important to mine.
See, people
To me.
think that's weak. People think that's weak.
And if my
Ain't
day
nothing weak
don't
about that.
affect how your day going, then I'm sorry. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm.
Exactly. And that be the problem, especially us as a people, man. We always adopting this nonsense. We are taking
Mm.
on. We are buying to it. Myself included. Sometimes I buy it. Then I think about it like, nah, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? It's just not because it's not me. But we adapt and we're buying to this stuff that's not making any sense or any what is it called? Put I'm gonna just say no, we're not making any progress to us as a people.
Exactly. But you know
Yeah,
what
so
though? We, I in this culture, I feel we need to learn how to respect each other. It's
Oh, that's
not enough respect among us. We just
uh,
don't give it.
that that
Is
that
that me?
that top flight. That Miss Parker just highlighted right there. That can
What,
answer your
what is
question. We
that?
don't respect each other. We don't.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
coming
true
from a
bid.
Hispanic.
Yeah,
We
but
don't
it's a true bid because we don't give each other enough respect.
look
We
at
need to
look
stop
look
judging.
look at how our men disrespect the women, and then look how the women disrespect each other. I mean,
Mhm.
look how they dress. Look how they
It's disrespect.
the
It's
music they
disrespect.
listen to.
It's
It's,
disrespect.
I don't listen to that rap shit. I don't listen to all that new rap and I don't listen to that shit.
I don't either. We got to have meaning to our life. A lot of people don't have no substance or meaning to their life. Some people just exist. They just here.
I'm
Me,
still
I have
Well,
a
let me say
purpose.
this
I have
before
a purpose.
Go ahead, Juanita. Go ahead, finish
go
I
it.
ahead.
have a purpose. And I'm living out my purpose. When I came off the street, you know, it was for the better. Like Shane said, we have to evolve. I evolved a whole lot because I wanted to change what was not just what was in me, but I wanted to change what was around me.
hmm
In order for me to do that, it started with self. That self be true. Yeah, I
Yep.
was down with that because I did a lot of work on me. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? I went from the shit yard to the big yard. You know what I'm saying? I had to come up.
I'm finna drop down, y'all. I'll see y'all later.
All right. Thank you,
Okay,
Shannon,
bro.
so
Have a
much
good
for
I
night.
bringing
China.
You
it.
too.
And I do want to say this in defense of Shankrock. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about coming together as a whole and like he said, being militant. So, I'm gonna give him that respect for when he does talk about something for me to be in attendance. Cause how do I know? You know what I'm saying? It starts there. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
support starts there. If Pee Wee's working on his house and we're never there to help him build. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to him
right.
putting the nail into that wood, where does the trust come in? Where does anything come in if we're gonna be with Shank at the end? You know what I'm saying? And I know he would do that for us. So it's a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? It might not be a conversation that me and Pee Wee have, that Pee Wee has on his channel that we want to hear, but we want to be there in support. And that's what we don't do as Black people. We don't support enough. Like he said, with Black owned businesses, you know what I'm saying? Us building our
Yep,
own corporations and everything.
yep.
So salute to Shank Rock for doing those political classes. And I'm glad that we had a good dialogue up here. Like we didn't agree to disagree, and I had to come a little hard on Shank Rock because he, the orange man and stuff like that. But it wasn't no me, you know what I'm saying Shank Rock's wrong because his beliefs is his beliefs, and who are we to say that somebody can't change? We only go out for what people show us, you know what I'm saying? And we can't take away what he feels, and he can't take away from how we feel. Is dialogue at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? And people, you always bring jewels and gems on my channel. I appreciate it, especially tonight. This was much needed, you know what I'm saying, tonight. And when you doing lives like this, y'all see the numbers are so low. We are lost as a people. You get what I'm saying? Because we got people somewhere being disrespected. You know what I'm saying? By our own kind, and being torn down, not uplifting and stuff like that. So for y'all to be right here with me at this moment means everything to me. For Shank Rock to grace the panel, and you know what I'm saying, we had Shank against the cross tonight.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Nah, y'all know what y'all miss my classes. I ain't gonna let y'all do it. I give y'all a little bit, but not a lot." So salute to Shank Rock. Juanita, I don't know when you're gonna go live. I'm excited. I'm waiting on it. You know what I'm saying?
I need 16 more people, Miss Parker. I need 16 more people, Miss Parker.
Let's get Juanita. Let me see where Juanita is. We need Juanita. Let me drop her link.
I got 32 people. I need 16 more people. 16 more people. Then I'm gonna let loose. But yeah, but this is a good demonstration. This is a conversation need to be had because a lot of people don't have these rough, tough conversations. They back away from the real. You know what I'm saying? But us coming up here factually talking about what we feel and how we feel is a true bid to our soul. Like we just need to do this and do it fast because, like I said, we don't know what might happen. We don't know what might come our way. But whatever come, we got to be prepared and ready.
You right. You right.
We got to be prepared and ready. And like everybody say, it starts with us. If we can, do what's right, for our sake and our family, we can help build our communities to do what's right.
Yeah. Pee Wee, I'm doing. You busy tomorrow?
What time? I'm at work
at
now,
6:30, 7.
Yeah, definitely at the 6.
Okay,
That
so
could be,
I'll change
yeah,
it for
'cause
7. I'll change it
what
for 7.
what is it for?
I'm doing a live about jealousy, and y'all brought up a lot of good stuff about envy and being jealous, and I would love to do that demonstration with you.
Okay, I got it. You can count me in.
Okay, and Juanita, I'll set up a live. I want to do a demonstration with you. That way we can get people to subscribe to your channel. I'll get a conversation and get with you on the back end and stuff. And that way we can let my subscribers get to know who you are and another introduction to Juanita and so you can get your channel going and stuff like that.
And that's good with me.
Yeah, and I would also I'm gonna invite Shank Rock back because I think him and Pee Wee together with some jealousy and stuff like that. Because with the black people today, we are very envious and jealous, and it is at an all-time high. It's worse than crime rate.
It is, and it's a shame.
It's a much-needed conversation that
It's a
needs to be
shame.
had, especially in this day and time.
Right.
And I'm excited about it tomorrow, Pee Wee. I can't wait for that. Juanita, I'll get us a topic that me and you can get on. And Juanita, also, I want to start our Saturday, my coffee and conversation back on Saturday, and you do the couponing. Get us in there with that couponing.
Okay, with this IG me, I'm there.
All right. Thank you so much again, Pee Wee. Thank you, Juanita.
Thank you for having me.
Pee Wee, always. It's always a blessing having y'all up here with me. It's very
nice to have my brother up there. Pee Wee, we go a long way.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes, it's always good to have the Rock Squad over here with me. I love y'all.
I just want to say the most important person to take care of is yourself.
Amen.
Right? If you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of nobody. So
That's
listen,
true.
and it's not being selfish. It's not being none of that. It's being preserved. You preserve yourself. Because if I can't take care of me or have no good words for myself, I'm not gonna have no good words for anybody else.
And that's a true thing.
People need to keep that in mind. So, Ms. Parker, thank you for having me. Sis Juanita, I love y'all. I'm gonna drop down. I gotta finish my work.
I'll see you tomorrow night, Pee Wee. I'll see you tomorrow night at 7.
All right, bro. I love you too.
Love you too.
And I just want to leave this. PBN said it all. It do start with thyself. If you can't be true to yourself, you can't be true to nobody else. So, in order for us to build truthful, good, safe communities, we gotta start at home. Once we get our house in order, and we can help somebody else get theirs in order.
That's it. That's it, Juanita. That man, you just said a mouthful right there. Once we get our house in order, then we can help somebody else. That's man, that's food for thought right there. Just I'm gonna leave out of here with that. And also make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. I dropped Juanita's link in the chat. Please make sure y'all subscribe to my sis. She only needs 16 more subs. I'm gonna drop her link tomorrow as well for the when we do that jealousy. It's a bad disease, and I want y'all to sit on that tonight. And I want chat participation and stuff tomorrow. And also, let's make sure we pull up and support Shank Rock, whether we agree to disagree. And we're gonna do that in the last days. We're gonna have to come together, whether we like something or not. We're all gonna have to come together. So we definitely want to go over there and start supporting him more. The same way, Juanita, once you become a content creator, you want your people in there to support you, whether they agree with that topic or disagree. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Some things we don't want to hear might be useful down the line. And a lot of things Shank Rock has said on this panel is very useful when he does his political content. I might not agree with it, but I tell him, I say, good live. You know what I'm saying? Because there are some people in there that very strongly agree with what Shank is saying, and it's very knowledgeable information that he does drop for us.
Yeah, he bring good points to the table, something we can all discuss, whether we agree or disagree.
I just had to get him tonight, Juanita, once he came to my house. You know what I'm saying? I never got to light his ass up for him.
I love you and appreciate you, Miss
I love you too.
Peace
out. Yeah, y'all. Freedom of speech. You know what I'm saying? I was doing a lot of cussing. I just wanted to get some cuss words off my chest. Freedom of speech. Shank Rockman was so right. We can't take that out of context. You know what I'm saying? The bitch still better not put no pickles on my sandwich if I say no pickles. And I'm gonna say that. But yeah, anyway, everybody have a great night. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody took something from this live, you know what I'm saying? From not just Shank Rock, but Juanita, Pee Wee, Shano, and things like that. And let's focus on the future, let the past go. And ain't nothing wrong with remembering our history. You know what I'm saying? Just because someone's dead doesn't mean the values and the morals, what Marty was saying earlier. Hey, Vibe with Big Heavy. Salute. Thank you for coming through. Real Vibe, Brian, all of y'all came in here and dropped good information, top flight, positive vibes. Jamie, I appreciate y'all so much, and everybody that came through and hit that like button for me tonight. Thank you so much. This was just a live, just to, you know what I'm saying, really talk about the inauguration and stuff. It wasn't really political. I didn't want to get too deep, even though we got a little deep, but not too deep. And everybody's opinion matters, you know, and we are all valued to our own opinion. It doesn't mean we dislike each other because I don't like what he said. I don't agree with what Real Vibe said. You know, we came together as a people, and this is what we're talking about, where we can communicate, have dialogue, and everybody leave with a good night. You have a blessed night. I'll see you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Type of thing. And that's the kind of vibes I want to keep going over here. And that's also the type of vibes that Shank Rock does create over there in his house. So I hope to see y'all as well in Shank Rocks. You know what I'm saying? Not just in my place, but in his house, because this is ours. You know what I'm saying? Both houses are ours together, and we do this for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I do this over here for y'all, you know, and give y'all a safe place to be at or whatever. And I hope more of y'all start hitting the link and stuff like that, especially you, Real Vibe. You know what I'm saying? Real Vibe he's definitely a vibe. You know what I'm saying? When he first started going live, for the short time that he did, you know what I'm saying, I was like, okay, I see some potential in this brother right here. So I want to see more, and this is how you get started right here. You know what I'm saying? To my sister Shan 214, I told her I would like to, you know, start allowing her to hit the panel with me so she can get a feel back of it, because she's, you know, she says she gets nervous, and I was like, well, come and sit with me sometimes and get comfortable with it and stuff like that. Again, to my sister Miss Callie's Kitchen, thank you so much for pulling up with me and vibing out with me, because I know she had some stuff she wanted to do on her channel, but she took her time out and came over here with me. I also dropped Miss Callie's wish list because we want to help sister get on her journey to start her food truck, but it starts in her kitchen. So I want to help her out, and hopefully, if you have a dime to share, you know what I'm saying? A dime goes a long way. A dollar goes further. So if we can help her with that too, you know what I'm saying? But pull up with me and Pee Wee. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to invite Shank Rock. Hopefully I didn't do him too bad and he'll come back and kick it with us. But I've been here for 2 hours and almost 30 minutes, and I'm excited. And thanks to my moderators, salute to y'all. And thanks for those who helped me almost reach my goal. I think I was too short, but hey, just the point that y'all helped me reach my goal was enough for me. Just to even bless me monetarily is everything. But sharing me out, hitting that like button, keeping me in the algorithm means so much more to me. I hope everybody has a blessed Tuesday. I'll see y'all back tomorrow, and I might go live tomorrow morning. And don't forget, for those that's joining the book club, I'm going to be reading, even if you can't afford your book, and because things are happening, I'm going to be reading the first 5 chapters on Thursday, so you can go read along with me with that. You know what I'm saying? They do offer it on Kindle. And for Jamie, don't be a book spoiler. For Heather Hartman, if you're out there and you're in the bushes and stuff like that, if you go back and watch this, it'll be Thursday for sure, the book club. Broken Crayon Still Colors. So if you want to be a part of that, please get your books and stuff like that. Look, I got to keep reiterating because Jamie get on that wine because she's been excited to keep telling people, get the book, get the book. I just don't want any spoilers. But other than that, I'm glad you're enjoying the book, Jamie. 80s Baby, if you're out there, it's Broken Crayon Still Color by David Weaver. It is on my community wall, but I got to repost it. I got to remind myself to go back and repost it for you guys. I think Top Flight ordered hers. I know one of my subscribers named Rod, she ordered hers as well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm super excited to see how far this goes. And hopefully we have more to come, because it's one book in particular after we read this book, and I want to uplift y'all. And this book helped me so much. It was so much that I went to work and I felt so refreshed after reading it. And that's going to be our next book. And I can't wait to introduce it. I introduced it before, but not as a book for us as a collective to read. But this book, we're going to do it together. And we're going to uplift each other. We're going to push each other to the next level. You know what I'm saying? If you're working on a business, we want to promote that. You know what I'm saying? If you're writing a book, we want to promote that. Whatever projects y'all got going on, I want to promote that. I want to uplift y'all and push y'all in the right direction. And the next book after this one, I think it's going to get us there. You know what I'm saying? So again, everybody have a blessed night. Thanks for everybody in my panel that came through and saluted me. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Marty as well, coming through, dropping some gems and stuff like that. Thank you guys so much. Everybody have a blessed night.